Today signals our unified commitment to getting the Tappan Zee Bridge, replacement bridge, built. And the process, as you know, has been a long one, over a decade, with a lot of money spent, a lot of studies, and to the governor's credit, he has decided to do what we have been advocating for a very long time, and that is to get a new bridge built. But we also had some concerns about the new bridge and how fast it was going, with questions that were unanswered. And so, as you know the history, we had asked for a postponement of the New York Metropolitan Transportation Council vote, of which the three of us sit, and that vote needs to be unanimous in order to include this project and qualify it for federal loans. The governor agreed with us on that about a month ago, and in that time we have had an opportunity to discuss personally with the governor our concerns and some of the needs that we felt our counties had. So with that, very constructively over the last 4 weeks, and including in last night, we have spoken with the governor separately and our staffs and worked out a 5-point plan that we believe is necessary to move forward, that certainly positions this bridge for the future and meets today's needs as well, all with respect to the financial realities of building a bridge in this kind of economic climate. Today that we announce our intention to vote yes at the next Metropolitan Transportation Council meeting, which will be sometime in September, which would allow the project to qualify for federal loans. With that, though, we have assurances from the governor that we have agreed on 5 things that we believe are very, very important. The framework has been worked out and is announced today jointly with the governor that dedicated bus lanes will be incorporated on the bridge from the start. That was not part of the final economic impact statement or environmental impact statement, so we do have that commitment. The bridge will be constructed with mass transit capacity from the start, with either a bus rapid transit system or form and commuter rail transit. A regional transit task force will be created to study the costs and the options for regional transit, including perhaps commuter rail and certainly some form of a bus rapid transit system that will be not only on the bridge but in key parts of both Westchester and Rockland County. The task force will not be open-ended. We're going to make sure, and we have a deadline of 1 year, that the task force will report back what options are available and where we will proceed. And that was important to us, that this was not going to be a decade-long task force that sits and does nothing. We wanted assurances that the needs of this region were going to be met and that we were going to have a task force with teeth in it. So that task force will be convened, and they will plan the short-term steps that can be considered for immediate commencement with regard to some form of mass transit, as well as long-term transit solutions. We also thought it was important, because money is tight, that incentives be created for the contractors who are actually going to work on this bridge, that the state can reinvest savings for some sort of regional mass transit, or as a way to reduce the impact on tolls, especially for commuters from Westchester, Rockland, and Putnam. We've been speaking with the governor individually as county executives. We've been speaking with his staff and our staff, and we're finalizing the particulars. But it is certainly through these discussions that we've agreed to establish the working groups that will consist of Thruway Authority, state, federal, and county officials to examine the ways to keep the toll increases as minimum as necessary to pay for the bridge, but to reduce the impact, as we know, the heavy burden on commuters from our counties. And that includes some sort of discount program for our commuters in this area.